Welcome to the greatest podcast in the universe. More than likely, possibly, we think so. We are back with everyone's favorite, Jackson, legend of the Jackson. And today we're talking about one major mistake travelers do, especially new travelers, that you just need to know. It's very important, near and dear to my heart. It drives me crazy when I see it in like travel forums and all else. So, I mean, it's in the planning stage. And there's more than one thing not to do, right, Jackson? Like, there's some things universal. I don't know, like, don't hit a stranger with your rental car on purpose. Like, don't do that.
Yes.
Don't go to like a timeshare meeting.
That's a huge one.
Yeah. Never rub another man's rhubarb.
I've never encountered that.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's possibly a good thing that you don't do that because you're not supposed to. Did you know you can't? What?
And I live in the South. I've never been rubbing rhubarb.
Yeah, you're not allowed. It's like you're like stealing someone else's rhubarb, essentially. Like, stay away from my lady. Yeah. You can't bring chewing gum into Singapore. Did you know that? Yeah.
I did.
Or urinate in elevators in Singapore. It's illegal. They have urine detection devices in elevators, UDDs, we call them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they only in Singapore?
Who knows? They're so far ahead. Have you been there? It's like a super universe.
I've
so clean.
I'm going to get on Google Maps today and get crazy.
Yeah, it's spectacular. You're not allowed to spit in Barcelona, sorry. You have to swallow. Just like swallow your, if you cough up, you have to swallow it down. Jackson, we're going to have to, I'm sure this is going to be allowed to, California is going to cancel us from your laughter. No, that's okay.
I couldn't abide.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, you can't spit on the ground in Barcelona. There's no tobacco in Bhutan, so I know you were talking about going to Bhutan soon. No tobacco.
There goes my next weekend.
I know. But yeah, do you have any like other things? A weird one. You can't wear Winnie the Pooh shirts in Poland.
I would have thought China,
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh's Canadian, so maybe they have like some weird shit in Canada. Yeah.
Christopher Robin's got beef with Poland. I don't know.
Yeah, or vice versa. I wonder who would win.
He kind of does look a little Aryan, Christopher Robin. Doesn't he look a little Aryan? I don't know.
What would that have to do with Poland?
World War II. Things were crazy.
Yeah. You're right. Sorry. You're right. Yeah. I wasn't thinking.
Deep rooted. It's just deep rooted.
That makes sense. You can't wear camouflage in Barbados. Yeah.
Like what type of camouflage? Are we talking like seasonal?
Like even just a bathing suit. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe the fall. I don't think any of the seasons.
I was about to say
like fall camo.
Fall camo.
Yeah. You always have to wear a Speedo in France.
That's not true.
It's a law. I don't know if they enforce it.
That's not a law.
It is a law on beaches and swimming pools. Public. Yeah.
No way. That is a law. Give me a source. Source it real quick.
Google.com. ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
You want me to? I will try to sort. Are swimming briefs allowed?
I don't know. You can't wear long shorts.
Totally. Those are pants. Long shorts are pants.
Long shorts are not pants.
These are totally pants.
Pants are pants. Long shorts are shorts.
No.
We can't wear shorts.
They're either shorts or they're pants. You can't.
Yeah, long shorts. Like there's like shorts, running shorts, and longer like
the size shorts. There's shorts that people
surf shorts are long shorts, Jackson.
I don't think so. I thought they were because they were made of a certain material with a certain amount of pockets and with pocket placements made them surf shorts. I don't know.
No, I think the reason is cleanliness. But it's interesting. You can't bring animals into Australia, which, I mean, if you watch The Simpsons, I think we're all very well versed in that.
Yeah.
So Flying kites is illegal in Buenos Aires and Victoria, Australia. Yeah.
Well, I guess the book Kite Runner really affected them. I don't know.
Maybe. I've never seen that. You can't do Buddha selfies in Sri Lanka. It's illegal to build a sandcastle in Spain. And something.
No, that's not true.
It's true.
What classifies as a castle then? Does it have to have rooms? Does it have to have a amount of columns?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you build sand houses? I guess is what you're getting
Yeah,
at.
can you then build houses? Can you build sand animals?
Yeah, like where you do yourself as like a mermaid. Is that allowed? Because that's not a castle, right?
Maybe it's more that identifies as a castle. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't in this day and age. What you're right. There's something to take into mind. They probably can't enforce these in 2023 or 24 or any of the future ones of numbers.
Yeah. Maybe they're so far in the future they just got ahead of all of that. I don't know.
Yeah, it just like creates conflict. Like, oh, my castle's bigger than yours. World's over.
Civil unrest.
My favorite one. Well, maybe not favorite, but you have to walk your dog daily in Rome.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So
what do they do with the strays?
I think they're just walking outside. So they're abiding by. It's. I don't know. There are strays in Rome. It's such a clean place. It's incredible. I love Rome. Well, enough of the funny stuff because we're here to talk about like the actual. Was there anything you got to add? I'm an old
traveler that makes mistakes, so like I have like two kind of good ones. I always have a backup ID and multiple forms of payment spread across your luggage. So if one bag goes missing or something happens, you can be first identified, and then second of all, be able to get home. Accordingly to what you got. And I've had situations in the past where I might have lost a wallet or lost a passport and had to get back home. And it would really helped if I kind of didn't keep all my eggs in one basket, so to say. And then the other one is always think of if you're a person who travels with multiple people, and also if you're traveling with, like, let's say a new couple, like one of your buddies is bringing his new girlfriend and you don't know exactly her ailments, so to say, or what conditions they have.
Or boyfriend.
Or boyfriend. And you might book something on your itinerary that doesn't sit well with them, you don't want to go fishing if someone, gets seasickness, or, you don't want to go rock climbing if someone's in a wheelchair, like things like that.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the jungle with someone who's prone to malaria.
Yeah.
The weakened immune system.
Or if they already got malaria, you never know.
Well, maybe I'm sure they probably would be more apropos to going since they've already got it. You can't get it again.
Yeah,
you might as well enjoy the fruits of the jungle if you're already doomed to die. I don't know what the rates of dying of malaria is, but it's high. It's a big killer. Mosquitoes are one of the major killers in the world.
Mosquitoes are something that really scare me.
Yeah.
If they were better organized and coordinated enough, they could really, really become a lot more effective.
Want to know what? Because like whoever created the world, like everything works in unison. And I'm glad we have Chat GPT now. I've never even Googled it, but why are mosquitoes, like why do mosquitoes exist? I feel like they're the ones that don't make any sense. Do you know why?
I do. They got to pollinate. They got to pollinate everyone else with, I don't know, with blood.
Yeah.
They got to keep everyone getting the same bacteria and stuff.
Chat GPT says they're an essential part of the food web in many ecosystems, helping to maintain the balance of the species. And pollination is number 2.
They must be delicious.
And they're big in aquatic ecosystems and evolutionary history. They're ancient insects dating back over 100 million years.
Have you not seen Jurassic Park?
You're right, Jackson. You know, when you're right, you're right.
Thank you.
We can bring back dinosaurs
through mosquitoes. That's why it makes sense to bring back the dinosaurs.
You're right. You're always thinking 17 steps ahead. I'm just living in 2023. You're in 3000.
You're thinking 3D. I'm thinking 4D, baby.
Yeah, you're like all the D. You got so many D's that no one else has.
I got all the D's.
Yeah, your responses were a lot more practical than I was expecting. It's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, I would also find, like, if you're going really abroad, like updating an allergy test. Get an updated allergy test.
Have you run into an issue with no allergies?
I've read articles about other travelers.
Like what?
I don't know, coming across a foreign fruit that or a foreign nut that they're didn't know that they would go anaphylactic to, and things happen. Certain types of pesto, have different types of nuts in them, and some people aren't used to those nuts, and then they get hit with those nuts, and then they don't know how to take it.
Wow, that'd be a rough one.
Yeah, going to a foreign country and
dying from nuts.
Put your hand in the wrong bowl of nuts. It's rough.
Wow, I'm glad you shared that.
Or just finding out. I would say get familiar with an app on your phone that can translate. Sometimes, always, if you're one of those travelers that really like to venture out, have your wits about you. Have your wits about you. That's all.
That makes sense. I like that you're like off to the side, and like people typically try to stay in the middle, but you're kind of just like, it's like over here and then it's over here. That's great.
Yeah, I like people moving.
Yeah. With their lives. So people are watching this on social media. We're cutting this out because they just got a teaser. So to find out the actual answer we're getting for today, or my answer for this, you're gonna have to go to the podcast, the best podcast in the universe, on Apple, on Spotify, all streaming services. So get on that, rate us, give us a follow, some stars. But for everyone listening on the podcast, here's the answer that you're waiting for. And Jackson, if you agree, you can agree. If not, but it's something I see all the time. It drives me crazy. Is trying to do too many things at one time, or trying to go to too many places in one country or one area at one time. So it's like vacation is supposed to be a little bit relaxing. I more than anyone, or as much as anyone, want to go see everything in all the places, but you don't want to cram too much into too little a time for multiple reasons.
It'll ruin the entire
trip. Like Murphy's Law, travel is never quick and simple when when you're in Asia or South America, Central America. Check-in takes forever. The travel to somewhere takes forever. The airport takes way longer than you think it would be. It's like some people land in Cancun and they're like, oh, we land at 2 or 12. Let's say we land at 12. We'll be at our hotel by 1:30 and it'll be great. By the time you actually get to your hotel in Cancun, or let alone if you go to Tulum, you won't get to your hotel checked in, relaxed until like 6 or 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's like you're already thinking, we've got a whole first day. No, you don't. You're not in. It's nighttime.
You're done. Yeah.
You want to unpack, have a little cerveza. So it always takes. Yeah. You want to minimize your anxiety with giant like time buffers. So I mean, it's instead of just what if it rains? Let's say we'll take Costa Rica for example, and there's two main places you should go in Costa Rica: La Fortuna and Manuel Antonio. So if you go, I'm just going to go like Manuel Antonio, then here, and then I also want to throw in Tamarindo and spend 3 days at each. Well, one, it takes almost a full day to get to each one unless you kind of fly, but it's hard. Even then, it'll take a whole day by the time you check in. What if it rains one day? Like you wanted a beach day at Manuel Antonio?
Which is what I was about to bring up to is packing. Yeah. When it comes to packing, common mistake. If you're a person who likes to buy stuff when you're abroad, and then you're already hitting that limit on the weight when you're traveling, you're going to have to end up buying a whole brand new suitcase for all your souvenirs.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to pack a little light, buy some clothes abroad, update your fit while you're there. I like to sometimes pack light and come back heavy.
With extra accoutrements from each. Yeah.
It's new styles. I always like to pick up something every time I go abroad,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever traveled with a significant other, but like rushing around equals frantic, equals arguments, equals not enjoying your vacation.
Absolutely.
So it's just like, you don't want to go here, and then you don't enjoy the time when you're there because you're like, oh, we got to go here. We got to go here. There's so much to do in certain areas. Like even Tulum by itself, there's a billion things you could do, like go to cenotes or go to ruins and have a beach day, have a spa day, have a relaxing. You'd probably be hungover one day for an entire day and don't want to do anything. So just, I would say instead of going to 3 places or 2 places, just stick to 1 or 2 in that window and maximize that area. Like Manuel Antonio, you could stay there for 6 days easy and just see something new every day and be relaxed, enjoy a relaxing day or 2 by the pool or on the beach, all that kind of stuff, versus not relax, go to the jungle, go to the waterfall, go to here, then you're tired, you're running around, all that kind of stuff. Also repacking.
Yeah.
Don't you, like, I hate where you have to like repack everything after, you said if you go 3 again, we're using Costa Rica, you try to go 3 places.
Yeah, try to bring it up.
That's 3 different hotels. That's 3 times you have to unpack, repack, move everything, check into a hotel. Oh, the room's not ready now. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the shuttle's late. It's just, you're going to lose a whole day each time. Every time you move somewhere else. A day of happiness.
A whole day. But you're not going to get back.
No. I had a good quote in my article. You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. It's from that song. I forget the song. But we already kind of broached that, where, you know what? Maybe one day the fishing trip you had planned gets rained out or thunderstormed out, or the beach day. So you need a couple buffer days just in case shit happens, Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. What's the biggest mistake you have ever made traveling?
Huh. Do you have one handy? And I'll try and think.
Yeah. Traveling with just by myself. I was doing a connecting flight in Denver, and I literally left my phone on the flight. That was,
yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that's just like that. That happens. That's almost like a typo.
Yeah, you think, but that was the most anxiety I've ever had was on the flight my next flight, which was just trying to think of how I was going to at first get out of the airport,
Yeah.
Up to that point, that was like probably the second time I've ever used a payphone. So.
Oh.
It was really
what year was this? 1997?
Well, they had them they still got phones all in the airport. I'm sure. This was probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Okay. Great.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. I've left a wallet in the little pouch before in the Dominican, and I had to walk. I was walked on the tarmac. No one even, if it was America, I would have gotten shot at or murdered. Not murdered, I guess, just shot down by security. In the Dominican, I was just walking on the tarmac trying to get back on the plane. Wasn't there. Someone found it already and took it to, as a whole ordeal. Mexico, obviously, I shouldn't have been outside by myself in the locals area in Mexico City when I got robbed. That'll be the biggest one, but everyone knows that story.
Yeah.
What I've done, this issue I've done a couple times. Even recently, I did this in Colombia, but that wasn't technically on purpose. It was just a whole different reason that I went to 3 places for a shorter time. Or else I would have spent 5 days in Medellin, 5 days in Cartagena, 5 days in Bogota. But instead, I went 4, 3, and 3, and it was too rushed. Didn't get to see much of any city, so I didn't practice what I preach, which I've learned. What I preach, that don't try and do too many cities at once.
Yeah. Keep it nice and tight.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else, Jackson? Like what? Any other horror stories of mistakes you've made?
No, I learned from all my mistakes. So
Yeah.
Normal. Some people have sensitive hair like me. Shampoos at hotels are sometimes can be horrible for you. So I always don't forget your little travel bottles.
Question: What does sensitive hair entail? Like, what does that mean?
Know, like you can't use a heavier shampoo. Or it'll affect you. Ask people. Ask people that you respect. They'll tell you.
Well, yeah, I'm asking you. I respect you. What happens if you use shampoo that's heavier?
It greases it up. Your hair just doesn't like it. It basically just gets all bad, and then your skin dries out. I don't like that. Big thing, Lumberjack.
What's Lumberjack?
Lumberjack. It's a great brand of shampoos. Natural. Natural.
People don't know this about you. You're really big with your hair.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not.
Because remember you had like the haircut the one time.
Because they really fucked up my hairline.
Yeah,
excuse my language, but
that's okay.
They really messed up my hairline, and gave me they lined me up without me requesting to be lined up, and can't line this up, can't line it up, and they tried to line it up, and it didn't line up. Didn't line up, Fraser.
Okay.
They brought it all the way back, and it's still coming. Yeah, it's still coming back. It's growing back. I got stuff. It's coming.
There was a movie. Who's the guy that plays? But it was a dead ringer for you. Just in this one part. Who's the guy that played? Shoot, his dad's famous.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, is Tom Hanks' dad famous?
No, just
you're thinking of people you look like doppelgangers that you get often.
Scott Hanks, something.
Oh no,
yeah. Tom
I
Hanks
feel like you got it. I keep wanting to say John Fitzgerald. What's his name?
Who?
He played Truman Capote.
Truman Capote. Why would you think I would know that name? I don't know.
He's a novelist and screenwriter. But that.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. He played Truman Capote.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a movie I was watching, and it was you to a T. It was like, I thought it was you. I'm trying to think what it was. He's in a million things. Do you get that before? Have you gotten that before? Did someone sleep with you because they thought you're Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Like Along Came Polly?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so good to me, Fraser.
Oh, it was Red Dragon. I was watching Red Dragon, and you look just like him. I think it was Red Dragon.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you look just like Philip Seymour Hoffman in Red Dragon. Yeah.
It's horrible.
Horrible? I think it's great. He's won many awards. You should get. I'm looking at a picture of him. His main picture. He's got a beard and glasses. I think you should do that.
You think I should go with the beard and glasses look?
Yeah, here I'll pull it up. Yeah. I mean, do you wear glasses? You do, don't you?
I used to. Then I got surgery. I got surgery.
But maybe you just wear glasses that aren't for vision.
You're so mean.
I'm not mean. Look, you're a better looking version of him. I think you need to grow a beard and put those glasses on, some long hair.
Yeah.
I think he looks good.
Do that again. Take that picture.
Yeah, I guess people can't see it on the podcast, so you have to watch the YouTube. We're on YouTube with these as well.
I don't know when you're going to release this. So
yeah. No, I'm just telling you. I'll probably release it today. All right. Well, Jackson, I think we covered. Is there anything else you want to last tidbits?
No, just everyone, be kind to your neighbor and treat others the way you want to be treated. That's all.
Was your neighbor an asshole to you recently? Where did that come from?
Just America. I've been watching the White House briefings, and just no decorum. Just no decorum anyway. And I just want everyone to be happy and united.
Yeah. On the briefings, there's no decorum, or like the city, there's life.
Yeah, let's just say the city. Let's say that city as a whole.
Yeah.
But I want to try. That's why we got to travel. We got to get out, experience things. Because the more well traveled you are, the more you usually have a better perspective.
Enjoy other people's cultures. Learn that it's just not, the rat race. More money you have,
You see how much more we have in common with people.
Yeah. That's beautiful, Jackson. I'm glad you said that.
Thank you. I love you, Fraser.
I love you. Well, I hope your day gets better.
Thanks, man.
And you have a great weekend.
Yeah.
You're going to have a great weekend. And I'll see you maybe October 21st.
I have to cook that weekend. I'm catering an event. But, yeah. Well,
are you still in Dallas?
Yep.
So there's like we have soccer leagues there. You should go play soccer.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Remind me. We'll figure that out. All right. Well, this is the best travel podcast in the universe. We kind of rambled on as usual. We'll see you later. Check us out. Spotify, inspiretravellead.com, Amazon, Apple. We're everywhere. 100,000 readers or listeners per month, Jackson. We're up to 1,000 listeners per month.
That's going on 100,000. It's going to be going on soon.
Especially with your kind words about spreading joy and happiness and love thy neighbor.
Subscribe. Just throw that. Share that and your love.
You're right. All right. Well, have a great day, Jackson.
Oh, any fun trips planned? When's your next fun trips?
Nothing for a while.
Well, no. I'm going to Vegas, and I'll be in Vegas October 26th through the 29th for the listeners out there. Want
to meet you in the flesh.
Meet and greets.
Yeah, meet and greets. If you want to meet and greet Jackson, we're talking 2023 if you're listening to this next year. Meet and greets. All right. Bye, Jackson.
See ya.
Bye.